Freshly pressed. All the news updates and news analysis from today's headlines on Fresh
105.3 FM.
Freshly pressed.
Freshly pressed.
More than newspaper headlines, reviews, and previews. It's the very essence of national discourse served fresh every day to keep you abreast of events and happenings in and around Nigeria. Fresh.
Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, everyone. Wherever you are listening, you're welcome to the Tuesday edition of the program, Freshly Pressed and Fresh 105.3 FM Lagos, where professionalism is nurtured by experience. I welcome you once again to the program, Freshly Pressed, where we get to look through the papers. We get to get the perspective of some of the stories making the front pages of the national newspaper from our analysts. And you, our listeners, get to be part of the conversation where you get to share your thoughts as we get some of the stories making the front pages of the national newspaper. My name is Kemi Omoshebi Awodei. And don't forget that the channels through which you can be part of the conversation is via our YouTube. Just head straight to our YouTube at Fresh FM Lagos. Don't worry, we'll definitely take every of your comment. But calls and comments on Facebook matters a lot to us, especially when it's civil enough to read. So just head straight to our Facebook and go to your search engine, type Fresh FM Lagos, so you can be part of the conversation. Put down your comment, we'll definitely take them. And don't forget that you can also download the Fresh FM app to listen to us live anywhere in the world, wherever you might. We know we have callers from all over the world. That's because they have the Fresh FM app, and also they are watching and listening to us on our social media platforms. So just head straight to download the Fresh FM app on your Google Play Store or your iOS, your App Store. You get to be part of the conversation also. Once again, welcome back. Welcome to the program. Now let's head straight to the business of today. This morning I have with me the Punch newspaper, I have with me the Nigerian Tribune, I have with me the Nation, and I have with me the Vanguard newspaper this morning. So let's get with the Nigerian Tribune. On the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, we have the banner line says PNID segment as Nigeria wins $11 billion UK court case. And the writer says corrupt officials, private firms can no longer hold nations hostage, says our President Tinubu. Judgment removes risk on Nigerians' asset abroad, says AGF. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, student loan takes off January, says Tinubu. Says plans underway to improve foreign exchange contracts. Fuel subsidy pains will be short-lived, he adds. Impeachment. Again, Ondo Assembly writes CJ to constitute panel to investigate Aiyedatiwa. Federal government targets $5 billion annually for humanitarian poverty alleviation tax fund. Okay, it's 3.5 $2.45 billion for 5 projects, including $700 million for adolescent girl child education. Still on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, Wike enforces tax clearance certificate as a precondition for business transactions in FCT. Supreme Court dismisses Adeyemi's appeals against APC and Ododo. How a beheaded man sold his pot to Islamic cleric for 50,000 naira. Suspect says. Autonomy. Parliamentary staff set to shut down national state assemblies. 40 women in Nigeria die daily from breast cancer. Supreme Court reserves judgment in Obi Atiku's appeal against Tinubu's election. Dismisses APM's appeal. Defeat awaits you, APC tells Atiku and PDP. Now let's head straight to the Punch newspaper. The banner headline says Tinubu's certificate prove alleged forgery beyond reasonable doubt. Supreme Court tells Atiku. The writer says court reserves judgment of Obi Labour Party's appeal. Dismisses APM's case. Atiku insists on CSU evidence. SVP's disposition invalid, says Tinubu. UK court dismisses $11 billion P&RG suit. Nigeria demands damages. Federal government plans $10 billion to stabilize Naira, says eyes NNPCL for Forex. FEC okays $3.45 billion World Bank loan for power and others. Onya Dam flood sacks Ogun communities and governor declares emergency. We have a picture story here on the front page of the Punch. We can see some people using canoe for transportation, as means of transportation to their home. We have that on the front page of the Punch. Israel arrests 120 militant EU back Gaza aid. Slain Nigerian student NICOM probes murder. Nance demands justice. Federal government IHS plans 1 billion naira tech talent communities. That's it on the front page of the Punch. Let's head straight to the Nation. Now on the front page of the Nation newspaper, the main headline says Supreme Court grills Atiku's lawyers over CSU document, and the writer says April's court dismisses APM's appeal, reserves judgment in Atiku Obi versus Tinubu. Victory in $11 billion P&IG UK case excites President and the FCC. Ondo Assembly pushes ahead with Aiyedatiwa's impeachment. Forest crisis, federal government to inject $10 billion in weeks. All right, now finally, let's take a look at the Vanguard newspaper. The main headline says presidential tussle, Atiku CSU evidence not admissible, says Tinubu, APC and INEC. Nigeria wins $11 billion P&ID case in UK court. FEC approves $5 billion annual humanitarian poverty alleviation trust fund. Autonomy State Assembly staff begin nationwide strike tomorrow. Kogi governorship poll, Supreme Court affirms Ododo as APC candidate. Attack on Tinubu and Wike, nothing elders the zone Gumi. State FCT grow IGR by 1.6% to 1.9 trillion naira in 2022. Subsidy removal, exchange rate unification, we've achieved desired objectives, says Tinubu. That's it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. This morning we look through the Nigerian Tribune, we look through the Punch, the Nation, and the Vanguard newspaper. You can grab a copy of these papers to get more on the story, but right about now it's time. We are still expecting our analysts in the studio, but however, we will also get to be part of the
just pull out. So the truth of the matter is, I saw the governor of Ogun State yesterday declaring state of emergency.
Yeah.
And that we had last year. But you ask yourself, once the issue calmed down, everybody take to their leave. Who are the people who are approving construction on the path that the water should actually flow through? Who are the people approving it? What are the punishment that you're serving to those? I traveled last weekend to Abeokuta, and you need to see the way the height of that water. A company called I think Mikano, that company is submerged in water.
Wow.
So you can imagine production is being impacted.
Wow. Properties that have been submerged there.
And the impact of some of those things on the building that are there too. So when you see government coming, it's not about you paying lip service to say we are working on it. Last year, the governor was there. What actually can they account for? I'm picking them up to say this is what we have done between last year and this year. And this is damn. You are the one releasing it.
Yeah.
Can we have a follow through? Because see, with time this thing will diffuse and go into the big ocean. The reason why this thing is out, moving outside the bank, it's because the path to take it to the ocean is not that wide. So when you release so much, it has to, what, and it will find its way to wherever it is. So where area is passing before, some people have actually built some buildings there, and is causing issue. Water will look for another area to find, and that's where you're affecting other people. So government should try as much as possible to make sure that they monitor activity in such a way. A lot of people, I imagine some companies on that Lagos-Ibadan Expressway that this issue have affected. So for days, there won't be operation. When they are resuming, they have to spend so much money to actually fix things to make it work. And we're already complaining of economic hardship. So government should be, this is not so, it's something that happens every year. Yeah. We see them open the dam every year.
Yes.
But because government is not intentional, monitoring activity, people built on the waterways where the water is supposed to find it. And when water is coming, look in that direction, it feels that, okay, you blocked this place, I must look for another direction. And it goes to that other direction and start affecting people that are not supposed to be affected. So it's quite disheartening. But what do? We just need to move. But the economic loss is massive.
Hello, please turn on the volume of the radio. Yes, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Yes, you have Bayo on the line.
Paddy?
Yeah.
Bayo.
Okay, Bayo.
Please Bayo on the line. Yeah,
Bayo from where, please?
From Maripo.
All right.
Okay, yes. Like your guest has said at the last caller, but specifically concerning that River Ogun River stuff, okay? Like your guest has already said, I myself, I specifically wanted to mention that company, that was, built, even in the middle of this waterway, if I may use that word. My question is that in the first instance, who actually approved the constructions of such, a building or a factory, on waterway. Like he said, this is a recurrent activity. You understand now? So it's something even before Mikano came to that place, and I think there are even two big companies like that on that particular axis. And that they, like he said, they are impeding the flow. And when they impeded the flow, there will be a setback, there will be a pushback, and there will be an expansion from the other side because the water just has to go. So the question is that how have we gotten ourselves, into this? Knowing full well that even before the arrival or the approval of these particular factories or companies, that activities, have been reoccurring. It is there in the waterways. So why did they do that? And you know what? This thing is, whether we like it or not, it has a kind of indirect, dimensional impact, on the less. A lot of people have, even before the spillage, before the overflow this water, people have been residing in places without any hazard. They have been living their life.
Please wrap up, Bayo.
When this thing came around, you understand, it affects them as well. So these are the kind of things they need to look. Then he talked about, emergency. It is good to say it, or in the air like this. But how intentional are we? How intentional is the government of Ogun State, to the downtrodden. You know, these people are voiceless. These people, they are voiceless. You know, they are the
All
receiving
right,
end.
thank you,
Like,
Bayo.
hold on, sorry, but
Quickly,
you know,
please.
like the Mikano people, they might decide to close down their office and come back later. But people, they live day to day. I'm not talking about people living on those waterways. I'm not talking about people living the other side of all those selling cows and stuff like that. I'm talking about the inter. This water has gone far to what do you call Abule? I've forgotten all this side in Ojoko.
All right, thank you, Bayo. Thank you, please.
So we need to look at all these things.
All right.
It's
All right.
corruption.
All right, thank you so much, Bayo, for your take. Okay, quickly, let's quickly take a moment. When we come back, we will move to another topic for discussion this morning. Please don't go anywhere.
Freshly pressed. We'll be right back.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on these websites: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Announcer, FSRCC.
No slack and no dull yourself. 3020.
Oh yeah, no dull yourself. You don't sabi say 3020 na talk and do. Now why be say for December 31st, one of the people wey dey play 3020 go become landlord oh. Yes, just call 3020 on top your phone or make you die star 3020 hash on top MTN, Airtel and 9 Mobile. Answer the question for any language wey you like. Na 200 correct entries go give you the chance to participate for the raffle draw wey go happen for December 31st, where you go fit win ogbonge prizes like 2-bedroom bungalow, electric bike, deep freezer, washing machine, plus including other better prizes. No be only that one oh, you fit win our weekly prizes with minimum of 10 correct entries. Just dial 3020 or star 3020 hash on top your MTN, Airtel and 9 Mobile. Make you dey listen to every program wey Dr. Yinka Ayefele dey present on top Fresh FM every Sunday to confirm if you don win 3020. 2-bedroom bungalow for December. Not